Hello, welcome back. This is another in-your-face video. This is going to be kind of geared toward queen walking and especially the troop draw. I'm noticing a lot of people are really I don't know. It seems like they're a little confused about how to get the troops out or something like that during these queen walking. So it's kind of geared toward maybe any town hall basically after 9, because most of the kind of attacks that I encourage people to learn are like the Valk attack at town hall 9, even at town hall 10, the bowler attack at town hall 11. These things need troop draws in my mind. I see sometimes people can make it work without them, but if we're going to continue to win and be successful, I don't really like the kind of attacks like being up in the air, like, oh well, it might work, maybe not, who knows. Pulling the troops out so that's out of the way is crucial. So I just I'm not going to go over the whole attacks. I really just want to go over, like, I don't know, just show people a bunch of different attacks, start or beginnings or whatever. No, not that one. I don't remember what I did there. I probably drew troops here. All right, so let's look at this. This is a town hall 11, or town hall 10. I'm going to go over some other town hall ones. You see that this is here, all right? This is the radius. When you're scouting a base, you have to like look at this. You got to know what makes sense to do where. When I was scouting this base, nothing's happening over here. There's no, I'm never going to start my walk over here. There's nothing that's going to happen. This I thought about for a minute. That was a little, I didn't really like it. I ended up deciding to come in over in this region. Okay. And what attracted me is that it's not by the single target inferno. This is a concern at later town halls. You do not want to ever start your queen walk by a single target inferno. That is the recipe for disaster. There's also no heroes over here. Sometimes you can't control that. Maybe you need to because of the troop draw start by a hero. Especially these ones are kind of low level, as you can see. Well, you can't see it because I blocked it, but that and that. My queen being 43, that's not that serious. But either way, so I decided, okay, cool. Basically, here's my goal. I want to take out this. I want to take out this. And I want to take out... Well, really, that was it. If I see... Now, this is, I guess, the tricky part that maybe is confusing. So, I need to take out these two things. The reason why is because... Here's the radius. I need to actually cross this radius. I can't... If I just take this out, and that's not there, and I send the hog at this thing, that's not going to break the radius. The hog is literally going to be standing right there, hammering away at this archer tower. And with one hog, that's not going to do anything. He's going to get killed before anything happens. So the very first thing I knew about this base was that I needed 2 hogs, because it's not a... You really only need 1 hog when it's a very simple troop draw. And honestly, most of the time, it won't be. Not for Town Hall 10s and 11s. Town Hall 9s, you'll run into that occasionally. I've given feedback to people where it was a very easy troop draw. They didn't need any hogs, but they have 2 hogs. That's 10 troop space that you could be using to, I don't know, add a Valk or whatever. I mean, you want to have the most efficient army possible, but anyway, so I knew that I had to make sure the queen didn't start wandering up. Oh boy, wandering up towards that way. So I dropped this baby dragon just to make sure she plopped on in there. We'll see that happen. Warden was down with her. So a Tesla popped up. Now this is interesting. So this is why I start my queen walks by where I want to draw the troops out. Because people try to be cute and tuck little Teslas in and screw up your little plan and all that stuff. If you start the walk there, it's not an issue. takes that archer tower up. Hogs went down. They initially went there with no other defenses to, even if they would have went here, they would have been fine too. The troops came out. All right, I'm gonna end it there because I'm just trying to show the troop draws, try to give people like an idea. I saw Val. Yeah, Val had a. This is Val. She's kind of new. It's our Canadian brethren. Her and old Jay Cakers there putting in work. Oh yeah, so let's check out this radius here. Once again, tough troop draw. There's a lot of different options though. There's no Inferno Towers to deal with, so you don't need to worry about that. The enemy heroes are pretty tucked in, as you can see. They're not really going to screw with us too much, so that's fine too. I could see a couple different things to do. I could see, and hopefully everyone can see with this radius highlighted. Now, for example, if I just drop a hog out here, I hope we can all see that the hog is just going to stand here and get killed, and that's definitely not going to break the radius. Now, if you were to queen walk here and take this cannon out, and then the hog went behind him to the air sweeper, that most definitely will break the radius. That's not actually what she ended up doing, but I'm just saying, like, for example, that's kind of the things I look at when I'm doing it. She opted to go here, which means automatically this is going to need to go down. At least. If you drop this down and send hogs in from this angle, that's going to break the radius. So she waits until that wizard tower is out of the way. As you can see, this radius here, when she drops the hog, which she had two. Now, here's another, not to rag on her, because that actually was a good troop draw. Now, this is another thing. You got to kind of know, as you're moving through this game, try to understand, like, the different castle spaces, right? So we see 3 balloons come out of here. As a Town Hall 10, we should know this holds 35. These 3 balloons equals 15. I'm guessing there's a dragon still buried in there. She has another hog here. This would have been a great opportunity. Just drop that other hog right in the same place. The other one got sprung out. He would come in, get the dragon out as well, and you're handling it all. Like I said, it worked out anyway. She pulled those balloons are really deadly. They get on your troops, and yeah, that's real bad. And as you can see, it could have went south for her, but luckily, because here comes the dragon now. Luckily, the queen came in because she went ahead and waited and saw which way the queen was walking before she started building her funnel. That's the only reason this worked out, which I'm encouraging Town Hall 10s and up to do that. It's not as important as Town Hall 9, I don't think, although it's always kind of a good idea. But, you know, you kind of want to wait and see where the queen's going to walk, and then it's like, oh, hey, she's walking this way. All right, cool. So if she's walking, let me back up. If she's walking this way, let's start the golem here. Then they can all meet up and be happy in the middle together there. All right, and then let's see. I don't know what her troop jaw looked like there. Jam. All right, let's see what Spicy did, which is me, by the way. So, once again, this one was, I remember this. Yeah, this was kind of tough. I barely got this base, by the way, but anyway. So, this one was a little tough. I don't even remember what I ended up doing. Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, so I saw a gap in there. So, sometimes just good scouting will do it. I was actually originally going to start my walk over here because it would be easy to take these 2 things out. That wasn't exactly where I wanted to walk from, though, because of how the rest of the attack shook out. I wanted to actually wall break in a way that I could just use 1 jump spell and get into the middle. And so I could, because if you notice, the only reason I chose a Valk attack for this was that all of their heat is right there in the middle, ripe for the picking, which is actually the only way that this worked out, I think, in my opinion. For those Town Hall 10 base designers, I'm not a big fan of keeping both Infernos in the same compartment and all your Expos as well on top of that. Somebody gets to the middle, which basically most people are going to do, they got all your stuff. This time it was pretty easy to break the radius. As you can see, the position of this, the very closest defense was here, basically, kind of. I mean, or I don't know. I mean, there's Archer Tower here. Anything at all in here would have broke the radius. So when that's the case, you can start your walk wherever you want to. Really doesn't matter. I still brought 2 hogs along, just in, as you can see here, just in case some silly Tesla popped up real quick. I didn't want it to screw my whole attack up. So my backup plan, which is also a good idea. I know it sounds like a lot, but it's really not in my mind. But my backup plan was just to take this cannon out and let her walk for a minute and send the hog at that. Anyway, alright, so there's that one. Who else? What else did Spicy do, I wonder? Oh, not too good on 7. Little boy. Maybe I'll show this one. Alright, let's show this one. So there's another tricky one. Tricky troop jaw. I don't remember what I did again. Oh, that's right. Yeah, so this one I decided to take out these 3. So wait, that might have been a little too quick. Let me do that again. So this one was tricky too. Like I said, with Town Hall 11, they got a lot of crap. And if they put their CC in the middle, that's difficult. So this is good because this is another kind of way I like to do it. Sometimes you don't want to wait until things are all the way gone before you send the hog. So, for example, I know I'm going to need to take out this, I know I'm going to need to take out this, and I know I'm going to need to take out this. Now, the problem is, with those 3 gone, if I were to drop a hog here, it probably would go there. If I were to drop a hog here, it might go where I want, which would be toward the mortar. I wasn't completely sold that it wasn't going to go that way, or even back toward the other way. Wasn't completely sold, and I don't like to, I don't like to have my troop draw hinge on a big maybe. Oh boy. Sorry, my phone sucks. Okay. So, if we watch here, as I see her targeting this, I drop the hog. So the hog is already moving toward the cannon. So by the time the cannon goes down, now we're in a situation where it's already here, or not there, but more like here when it goes down, which definitely puts it closer. So sometimes you have to keep your eye on this kind of stuff, because as a result of it being there, it went ahead to the mortar. So sometimes you want to do that too. You just got to really scout. I mean, this is all scouting. This isn't necessarily some reactionary thing I can just have some kind of magic vision like in the moment. You know, you look at the base. I know it's tough to see at first. You know, that's kind of why I'm making more of these videos, because if you look at any of my videos, it doesn't matter if it's your town hall or not necessarily. I believe every video except the one I just made about the P.E.K.K.A.s and bowlers has a troop draw. So you can see a lot of different examples. Don't hesitate to watch some of the replays. A lot of us, Val usually has good ones. Boss has some good ones. RMAC draws. I mean, a lot of us are drawing troops out. If you're struggling with this idea, don't hesitate. You don't even need to open these. Well, you're watching this video right now, but you know, you can look at those for more examples of how we do it. You can ask for challenges. You can ask me if I'm on. I may get annoyed, but whatever, I'll help you out, you know, trying to figure out where to start or exactly what's going on. So anyway, good luck, guys.